In the right hands, guns can be a tool for good. And in contrast, in the wrong hands, guns can be a tool for evil. The issue largely lies with that being the person behind the gun. As a gun owner myself, I feel we need to do a better job at vetting, monitoring, and all around controlling and regulating guns in the United States and in Pennsylvania. Now, out of all the first world countries in the world, the US has the most mass shootings per capita, with an astonishing, almost one a month. That is crazy that it is so high. It's almost mind-blowing. But it's a side effect of lax gun laws and inconsistent gun laws. Not every state has the same gun regulations, and it's not on a national level, which is a part of the issue. To get on a personal level, I also have personal experience with lax gun laws. Being a 19-year-old buying my first gun, I was and am and have been diagnosed with mental health issues in the past, albeit minor mental health issues, but mental health issues nonetheless. And I was able to purchase a gun with little to no difficulties. I just had a slight background check and filled out a form and was out within 30 minutes. That seems problematic, that someone who has had past mental health issues could buy a gun with little to no regulation involved. Not saying that, you should be taking away guns from anyone who's ever had issues. We're all human, but it just seems foolish to have such light regulations in such a general way. All Pennsylvania has is a state police background check. This checks for criminal activity and past mental health issues they consider to be severe. An example of that would be, being institutionalized or having a mental breakdown. That just seems too light, too lenient to be able to adequately protect people. Now, in spite of that, Pennsylvania has the highest amount of gun rights laws, in contrast, but somehow still can't manage to edit and change their gun regulation laws. That also seems problematic, because we can somehow protect the rights of gun owners, but can't protect the rights of those attacked by gun owners. We need to create a new system, a system of regulatory checks. Mental health is not linear. My mental health issues can improve or decline depending on many factors. So why are we treating things on such a regular basis? As I said, I had purchased guns in the past and still own those guns, but no regulatory checks on my mental health to make sure I'm still mentally capable of maintaining those guns. That just seems foolish. As I said, mental health is not linear. It doesn't stay the same forever. It improves, it declines. Why are we foolishly allowing people to have no regulation or monitoring their mental health or their capability to own a gun? According to a study by Michael Siegel, a Boston University health researcher, in areas where stricter background checks are in place, they showed 15% less homicide rates. Now, for me, that shows that the answer lies in stricter regulation. Not that we should get rid of guns or that guns should be removed from society, but that stricter regulation shows a correlation with lower homicide rates and lower shootings. It is my vision that if fixed, gun crime would go down, and gun-related suicides would go down, and that overall, whether slim, a small amount or a large amount, things would improve. Now, what can we do to reach that goal? We could, and we should, contact our congressmen and women and state representatives and tell them that, we've had enough and that it is time for us to change and society to come together and say enough is enough. We don't want to get rid of guns, but we need stricter regulation. Change is possible at the end of the day. It might seem difficult, but change is possible. It has to be done the right way, though, and the right way is together with gun owners, not against gun owners. Studies have shown that advertising and pushing a message of voluntary gun regulation is far more effective amongst gun owners at, them approving and working together with gun regulatory activists. So the solution can only be found when we societally come together and work together to solve this great problem. As I said, the goal is not to take away guns. We don't want to remove guns from society. That's just not possible. Society, the American society, it's just ingrained and a part of us. But we can and we should improve things. And we should go out of our way to contact our representatives and do so.